Hello, hello, hello. I messed up and scheduled this for an hour previously than I usually do. So good morning. Sorry about that. Welcome to the channel. Yeah. Life. Yeah, I'll just, life. I mean, no coffee. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. However you might want to put it, in whatever part of the world you might be at right now, because like I always say, it's all relative. So good morning. How's it going? Or good afternoon. Good evening. Hey, Netmaster. How you doing? Well, if you're here, thank you for showing up. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for returning if you're on the replay crew. The very few people who do watch the replay crew. Appreciate all the time you spend watching my stupid ass. But what are we here for? We're here for poetry. It's Memorial Day. I really don't feel like going through the spiel, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you who we are today, who we are playing today. All right, we'll share here. Okay, first one on the agenda is this guy here. I like his stuff. Henry Cuyler Bunner. This is Farewell to Slovenia. Apparently, it's about an actor. Then we got some E.E. Cummings, because E.E. Cummings is always pretty cool. Then this one, The Ideal Husband to His Wife by Sam Walter Foss. I think this is going to be kind of sexist. I don't know. But remember, this was written in the 19th century, the 1800s. Then I got the ladies representing the poetesses. Of course, Emily Dickinson, The Opposites, or The Opposites Entice. Then we got one of my faves, Edna St. Vincent Millay, The Penitent. And then Dorothy Parker. Immortal Dorothy Parker with a certain lady. So kind of like a battle of the sexes this morning, huh? Instead of saying Happy Memorial Day, because Memorial Day is not supposed to be happy. It's supposed to be solemn, a solemn occasion, because we are honoring the people who died. Who died for this country and the freedoms that we are slowly losing. So, without further jibber jabber and all that stuff, to the two people who are watching me right now, I really appreciate it. Let's get the show on the road. Yeah, shall we? All right, now I got to tell you one thing. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 4-minute ones. And the first one is a 4-minute one. Here we go. A Farewell to Salvini. Slavini.
Although a curtain of the salt sea mist may fall between the actor and our eyes, although he change for dear and softer skies, these that the spring has yet but coyly kissed, although the voice to which we love to list fail ere the thunder of our plotted skies, although he part from us in gracious wise, with grateful memory left his eulogist. His best is with us still. His perfect art has held us twixt a heartthrob and a tear, cheating our souls to passionate belief and in his greatness we have now some part. We have been courtiers of the crownless Lear, and partners in Othello's mighty grief. His perfect art is twixt our heart. His perfect art, his best in the rough still. His perfect art has held us twixt a heartthrob and a tear, cheating our souls to passionate belief. And in his greatness we have now some part. We have been courtiers of the crownless Lear, and partners in Othello's mighty grief.
That was pretty cool. What do y'all think? Yeah. Operator here. Oh, good morning, House. And good afternoon, Irish. How art thou doing? All right. Well, let's just go ahead and play the second one now, shall we? Yeah, I think I had a little bit too much 420 yesterday. Oh, let's go ahead. Oh, this one's only 1 minute and 38 seconds. So let's see what I don't know whether we want to be scared or not. Oh boy.
Although a curtain of the salt sea mist may fall between the actor and our eyes, although he changed for dear and softer skies, these that the spring has yet but coyly kissed, although the voice to which we loved to list fail ere the thunder of our plaudits dies, although he part from us in gracious wise, with grateful memory left his eulogist, his best is with us still. His perfect art has held us twixt a heartthrob and a tear, cheating our souls to passionate belief. And in his greatness we have now some part. We have been courtiers of the crownless Lear, and partners in Othello's mighty grief.
That was kind of an abrupt one. Again. One day you want to be more like me, what, a grumpy old man? Oh, yes, I hate it when that happens, but that's how we do this show, isn't it? My rug I ordered is smaller than I thought. Yeah, usually they are. You're just going to have to wait. Phil. Ugh. But the question is, does the rug look cool? All right, let's see here. I think I might have to take Phil out, so here.
A prettier day is here and away to flower an hour
in all.
Oh yes, to flower until so blithe, a doer, a wooer, some limber and lithe, some very fine mower, a tall, some Jerry so very, and Nellie and Fan, some handsomest Harry, and Sally and Nan. They tremble and cower, so pale. For Betty was born to never say nay, but Lucy could learn, and Lily could pray, and fewer were shyer than Doll.
Oh yeah, I like the big band style of that. That was cool. Yeah, big band night. That was cool. 1940s, 1950s. Yeah. So, what do you think? Yes, that was the E.E. Cummings one. I'm kind of distracted by my dog, so yeah. Here's the second one. E.E. Cummings, A Pretty A Day, version 2.
Pretty day, and every face is here and away, but born are mates to flower an hour in all. Oh yes, to flower never say nay, but Lucy could learn, and Lily could pray, and fewer were shyer than Doll. For Betty was born to never say nay, but Lucy could learn, and Lily could pray, and fewer were shyer than Doll.
Now that was interesting. Two totally different ones. You know, it's like here, I'll play this one. I was looking at the what I like about All Poetry, one of the websites I get these through, is if you look at them, they'll do a little analysis of it sometimes. And it's pretty, you know, it's about beauty and death and life and stuff. So, all right. I gotta take Phil out. So here's a 4-minute version of The Ideal Husband, if there ever is one.
We've lived for 40 years, dear wife, and walked together side by side. And you today are just as dear as when you were my bride. I've tried to make life glad for you, one long sweet honeymoon of joy, a dream of marital content without the least alloy. I've smoothed all boulders from our path, that we in peace might toil along, by always hastening to admit that I was right and you were wrong. No mad diversity of creed has ever sundered me from thee, for I permit you evermore to borrow your ideas of me, and thus it is through weal or woe, our love forevermore endures. For I permit that you should take my views and creeds and make them yours, and thus I let you have my way, and thus in peace we toil along. For I am willing to admit that I am right and you are wrong. And when our matrimonial skiff strikes snags in love's meandering stream, I lift our shallop from the rocks and float as in a placid dream. And well I know flies away. Love's bright day follows hatred's night.
Oh boy. Oh, I knew that was going to do that one. We'll have to remix that one. But yeah, if you look at the analysis of it, just go in and follow that link. Follow this link and look at the analysis of it. But luckily, the second version of this one is 3 minutes and 14 seconds. So let's find out.
We've lived for 40 years, dear wife, and walked together side by side. And you today are just as dear as when you were my bride. I've tried to make life glad for you, one long sweet honeymoon of joy, a dream of marital content without the least ally. I've smoothed all boulders from our path, that we in peace might toil along, by always hastening to admit that I was right and you were wrong. No mad diversity of creed has ever sundered me from thee, for I permit you evermore to borrow your ideas of me. And thus it is, through weal or woe, our love forevermore endures. For I permit that you should take my views and creeds and make them yours, and thus I let you have my way, and thus in peace we toil along. For I am willing to admit that I am right and you are wrong. And when our matrimonial skiff strikes snags in love's meandering stream, I lift our shallop from the rocks and float as in a placid dream. And well I know our marriage bliss, while life shall last, will never cease. For I shall always let thee do in generous love just what I please. Peace comes and discord flies away. Love's bright day follows hatred's night. For I am ready to admit that you are wrong and I am right.
Now, let's see here. Yes, that definitely was interesting. I'll tell you that much. Read the words, read the analysis. Oh my Lord. That's what we do here, isn't it? Wow, this show's going quick. Yeah, I'm like, am I really supposed to be doing this stuff since, you know? Guess so. That was interesting. Can be interpreted very misogynistically. Yeah, go check out her stuff. All right, what do we got up here next? Wow, we're already into the second half of the show. All right. You know what that means? Wow. One of these is only 1 minute and 52 seconds. Well, not this one. This one's almost 3. So let's just play it.
Tis opposites entice, deformed but men ponder grace. Bright fires, the blanketless, the lost days face. The blind esteem it be enough estate to see. The captive strangles new, for deeming beggars play. To lack and amor thee, though the divinity be only me. To lack and amor thee, though the divinity be only me.
Yeah, I like that one. That one's definitely one that's going to be on the Emily Dickinson album. So you got a new single too. Mission Unstoppable or Mission Untoppable? Okay. Yeah, how's everybody doing? I'm doing okay. Trying not to freaking drown with all the damn rain. At least it didn't rain like it was supposed to overnight, because I didn't get woke up by a dog going nuts. I got woke up by my bladder like usual. Yes, that one definitely was lovely. Yes, kind of fits the poem too. All right. This one is the minute and 52 second one. So okay, typo, cool. That's what
Your
I thought.
device isn't set up yet. To get started, download the Google Home app on a phone or tablet.
Oh boy. Mission Unstoppable. Okay, cool. Hey, Style. Good morning. How you doing? Is one in French. Unitoppable. Oh, it's too early in the morning and I've definitely been up too long. All right. This is our Edna St. Vincent Millay one for the first one here. And it's called The Penitent. Get this here going.
I had a little sorrow, born of a little sin. I found a room all damp with gloom and shut us all within. And a little sorrow weeps, said I, and little sin, pray God to die. And I upon the floor will lie and think how bad I've been. Alas, for pious planning it mattered not a whit, as far as gloom went in that room. The lamp might have been lit. My little sorrow would not weep. My little sin would go to sleep. To save my soul I could not keep my graceless mind on it. So up I got in anger and took a book I had and put a ribbon on my hair to please a passing lad. And one thing there's no getting by, I've been a wicked girl, said I. But if I can't be sorry, why? I might as well be glad.
Now that definitely was interesting with a male vocal. Now, if I had a lady in my room, she definitely wouldn't be hidden. Or if you count Bella. Oh, good morning, Style. How's it going? Did I already say? Yes, I already said good morning. I said good morning. Yeah. So that was interesting. Today's show is going pretty quick. We've had a couple of standout ones. Wow, this one's 4 minutes. The Penitent, Edna St. Vincent Millay.
I had a little sorrow, born of a little sin. I found a room all damp with gloom and shut us all within. And little sorrow weep, said I, and little sin, pray God to die, and I upon the floor will lie and think how bad I've been. Alas, for pious planning, it mattered not a whit. As far as gloom went in that room, the lamp might have been lit. My little sorrow would not weep. My little sin would go to sleep. To save my soul, I could not keep my graceless mind on it. So up I got in anger and took a book I had and put a ribbon on my hair to please a passing lad. And one thing there's no getting by, I've been a wicked girl, said I. But if I can't be sorry, why? I might as well be glad. So up I got in anger and took a book I had and put a ribbon on my hair to please a passing lad. And one thing there's no getting by, I've been a wicked girl, said I. But if I can't be sorry, why? I might as well.
Well, okay, I'm definitely going to revisit that one with a female vocal. That one definitely needs blues heavy female vocal. Pay attention. So, we're at our last section. Yes, I also have Irish in the freezer. Free Irish from the freezer. Oh, it's too early in the morning for that. And I've already been up too long. Wow. Yes, I have Irish in the freezer. All right. Wow. The joke. I have a bottle of my favorite liquor. My favorite spirit. I love Irish whiskey. I don't drink it that often. I keep it in my. I get a bottle and I keep it in my freezer. That way, it's real smoother when you pour a little shot every once in a while. So yes, when we tease about, I got Irish in my freezer. Oh boy. It's too early in the morning and I've been up too long. I say that a lot. All right, we are going to our last selection for today. We're still not done, it's too early. In a different respect. A certain lady, Dorothy Parker.
Oh, I can smile for you and tilt my head and drink your rushing words with eager lips and paint my mouth for you a fragrant red and trace your brows with tutored fingertips when you rehearse your list of loves to me. Oh, I can laugh and marvel rapturous eyed, and you laugh back, nor can you ever see the thousand little deaths my heart has died, and you believe so well I know my part, that I am gay as morning light as snow, and all the straining things within my heart you'll never know. Oh, I can laugh and listen when we meet, and you bring tales of fresh adventure, of ladies delicately indiscreet, of lingering hands and gently whispered things, and you are pleased with me and strive anew to sing these sagas of your late delight, and thus do you want me marveling gay and true, nor do you see my staring eyes of night. And when in search of novelty you stray, oh, I can kiss you blithely as you go. And what goes on, my love, while you're away, you'll never know. When we meet, and you bring tales of fresh adventurings, of ladies delicately indiscreet, of lingering hands and gently whispered things, and you are pleased with me and strive.
Oh, I'm definitely going to have to revisit that one with the 4.5. Yeah, Hals, there's a certain redhead that lives up the road from me. She's been vexing me for years. She's definitely got Irish in her heritage. Oh, but no Irish lads. All right. Yes, that was interesting. Let's see what this one. Yes, definitely going to have to revisit that one. I'll definitely do that one as heavy blues too. Give it the Black Sabbath treatment. A Certain Lady, version 2, Dorothy Parker.
Oh, I can smile for you and tilt my head and drink your rushing words with eager lips and paint my mouth for you a fragrant red and trace your brows with tutored fingertips when you rehearse your list of loves to me. Oh, I can laugh and marvel, rapture aside, and you laugh back, nor can you ever see the thousand little deaths my heart has died. And you believe so well, I know my part, that I am gay as morning light as snow, and all the straining things within my heart you'll never know. Oh, I can laugh and listen when we meet, and you bring tales of fresh adventurings, of ladies delicately indiscreet, of lingering hands and gently whispered things. And you are pleased with me and strive anew to sing these sagas of your late delights. Thus do you want me, marveling gay and true, nor do you see my staring eyes of eyes. And when in search of novelty you stray, oh, I can kiss you blithely as you go. And what goes on, my love, while you're away, you'll never know. And what goes, my love, while you're away, you'll never know.
All right. All right. You see this link here? I'm going to show you this link. There's this book. I highly recommend y'all buying and reading. It's very good if y'all can figure out, get it from your library or whatever. But here is the Amazon link, the link to Amazon. But here, if you want to learn about a couple of the people that, especially the ladies, bobbed hair and bathtub gin, riders running wild in the 1920s. Oh my Lord, Edna St. Vincent Millay was a very interesting person. Dorothy Parker was very damaged, and so was Zelda Fitzgerald. Oh my Lord, that's the three people. And Edna Ferber. I don't remember much about her, but I'm actually probably going to buy this book again. Screw it, and my cart there. But yeah, I highly highly recommend that book. Yeah, and I got long equipment there. Oh, stop sharing. Here we go. Yes, definitely. I'm going to go back and I'm going to give that one the Black Sabbath treatment with heavy with female vocal too. You know, because just read the book. just read the book. These guys were great. All right, so wow. Today's show has been interesting now, hasn't it? Well, and we're not done yet. So guess what? Speaking of books, oh, here we go.
Bake the day she suddenly dropped dead. We chew it slowly, that last apple pie. Shocked into sleeplessness, you're scared of bed. We never could talk much, and now don't try. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular each, but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks. For all the scotch we drink, what's still between? Not the 30 or so years, but books, books. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular each, but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks. For all the scotch we drink, what's still between's? Not the 30 or so years, but books, books, books.
Yeah, Dorothy Parker was one of those. She had a wit, but there's a scene I remember from that, because they were all part of the Lost Generation, and you got Ernest Hemingway, and of course the other Fitzgerald, F. Scott Fitzgerald, and all those guys, and they were doing this reading or whatever. This was in Paris in the 1920s, and Hemingway was downright mean. Oh my Lord. He was downright a fucking asshole to her. He probably would. Yes, Mary Shelley had a very interesting life too. And a life of significance. Interesting life. An interesting life can be a life of significance. People just gotta know about it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and play the next one here. Get the blood pumping. It's on Monday.
He sleeps on the top of a mast with his eyes fast closed. The sails fall away below him like the sheets of his bed, leaving out in the air of the night the sleeper's head. Asleep he was transported there, asleep he curled in a gilded ball on the mast top, or climbed inside a gilded bird, or blindly seated himself astride. I am founded on marble pillars, said a cloud I never moved. See the pillars there in the sea, secure in introspection. He peers at the watery pillars of his reflection. A gull had wings under his and remarked that the air was like marble. He said, up here I tower through the sky, for the marble wings on my tower top fly. But he sleeps on the top of his mast with his eyes closed tight. The gull inquired into his dream, which was, I must not fall. The spangled sea below wants me to fall. It is hard as diamonds, it wants to destroy us
Oh, we're not done yet.
I'm all alone in this world, she said. Ain't got nobody to share my bed. Ain't got nobody to hold my hand. The truth of the matters, I ain't got no man. Big boy opened his mouth and said, trouble with you is you ain't got no head. If you had a head and used your mind, you could have me with you all the time. She answered, babe, what must I do? He said, share your bed and your money too. Yeah. suddenly break the branch or hope to find the white heart over the white well. Glance aside, not for lamps, do not spell old enchantments. Let them sleep. But not too deep. Lift your eyes where the roads dip and where the roads rise. Seek only there where the gray light meets the green air. The hermit's chapel, the pilgrim's prayer.
Hey, Miriam. How is our Teutonic warrior goddess doing? Yeah, we're rocking. This is the after show. The today's selections were interesting. A few standouts, but nothing to get the blood pumping really. Well, a few things. And then I was like, well, why not? Well, let's play this one.
The bishop on the road, and much said he and I. Those breasts are flat and falling now. Those veins must soon be dry. Live in a heavenly mansion, not in some foul sty. Fair and foul are near of kin, and fair needs foul, I cried. My friends are gone, but that's the truth. No grave, no bed denied. Learned in bodily lowliness and in the heart's pride. A woman can be proud and stiff when on love intent, but love is pitched his mansion in the place of excrement. For nothing can be sold that has not been rent. A woman can be proud and stiff when on love intent, but love has pitched his mansion in the place of excrement. For nothing can be sold or whole that has not been rent.
Indeed you did, Miriam. Here we go.
I heard a fly buzz when I died. The stillness in the room was like the stillness in the air between the heaves of storm. The eyes around had wrung them dry, and breaths were gathering firm for that last onset when the king be witnessed in the room. Keepsake signed away. What portion of me be assignable? And then it was there interposed the fly with blue uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see. Portion of me be assignable, and then it was there interposed to fly with blue uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see.
Let's see here. Try not to be too much dead air. Here, let's do this one.
O'er the wet sands, an insect crept. Ages ere man on earth was known, and patient time while nature slept, the slender tracing turned to stone. 'Twas the first autograph, and ours. Prithee, how much of prose or song, in league with the creative powers, shall scape oblivion's broom so long? Was the first autograph, and ours. Prithee, how much of prose or song, in league with creative O'er the wet
to stone. 'Twas the first autograph and ours. Prithee, how much of prose or song, in league with the creative powers, shall scape oblivion's broom so long?
All right, I'll say hi to a few people here. Hey, Chad, thanks for stopping by, man. You are the man as usual. We still got to do that thing on ancient Mesopotamia. And Powerlies, how art thou? How are you doing, my friend? Thanks for dropping by. Yes, we're doing bangers for a little while. I think this next one I'm going to try to do it a little differently. I don't know. And thank you for your thanks. Memorial Day is one of those days. I personally have not lost any family members to the recent, since World War II. I've had, like, my grandpa. He served. He was a Marine, and in World War II, and there ain't no telling what he saw. I had uncles that were in Vietnam, and stuff like that. I was, I joined the Navy myself and stuff. So the military has been, something my family's, had a tradition in, So yeah, I try to keep in mind the people who died. Of course, my days, my day is their day is every day. Let's just put it that way. So I'll play this one here, and then we'll get into a couple others. But I like this one. They're all good for the most part. So here. She Walks in Beauty, Lord Byron.
She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes, thus mellowed to that tender light which heaven to gaudy day denied. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace which waves in every raven tread, or softly lightens o'er her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place.
is just absolutely lovely. That's even worse sometimes. I don't know if I you know, I spent 12 years in the Navy. I wanted to do 20, but you know, but for a good part of that, that was good. A good part of that I spent. Well, the average hull of a battle of a ship of war is about that thick, inch and a half. Just depends on the displacement, and it takes you about 3 minutes to drown. And me, I'm a shitty swimmer, so I spent a good part of 10 years of my life that far away. I'd do it again if I had, joining the Navy was one of the best things I ever did for myself. You know, it allows me the life I have now, which, relatively speaking, is okay. So in the mood, in the spirit of the day, and especially the fact that, this is a sailing household. Old Ironsides, Oliver Wendell Holmes Sr.
Bye. I tear her tattered ensign down, long has it waved on high, and many an eye has danced to see that banner in the sky. Beneath it rung the battle shout, and burst the cannon's roar. The meteor of the ocean air shall sweep the clouds no more. Her deck once red with heroes' blood, where knelt the vanquished foe. When winds were hurrying o'er the flood, and waves were white below. No more shall feel the victor's tread, or know the conquered knee. The harpies of the shore shall pluck the eagle of the sea. Ho! Shattered hulk should sink beneath the wave. Her thunder shook the mighty deep, and there should be her grave. Nailed to the mast her holy flag, set every threadbare sail, and give her to the god of storms, the lightning and the gale. Shattered hulk should sink beneath the wave. Her thunder shook the mighty deep, and there should be her grave.
the game.
All right. Yeah, I forgot that one kind of is off. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've told this story before, but it's an interesting one. This is an interesting story. One of my interesting stories. Okay, yes. There is a swim qualification. You have to know how to not drown, tread water for like a minute or so. And I've never been a strong swimmer. It comes from childhood shit. Like when I was a wee hike, we would go fishing around here, and apparently I jumped into a pond one time. I don't know why I jumped into it. Hey, Holy Rogue, don't you got an interview coming up with somebody? You'll have to let me know. Hope you enjoy the stuff. So, yes, it's a good one. So where was it? Okay, so this is what happened. I can't swim very well. I'd probably drown. Let's put it that way. I'd panic and drown. So I was like, okay, I'll just go ahead and, the Air Force wouldn't take me because I had bad credit. So it's like I wasn't going to go in the Marines or the Army, because too much of a chance of actually getting in combat, I want to serve, but my own capacity and everything. Good morning, Rika. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, you got that. Okay. If someone knows who, let us know who it is, and if someone can put the link in the chat while I finish the story. I'm getting distracted. Squirrel. So I was when after you go through your processing, your P days and everything, you have to do the third class swim qualification, and I just wanted to learn how to swim better, and so I wouldn't drown. So when the swim, I think that's during week one, they get rid of people during it's a matter of weeding people out. So when we did the swim qualification day, I was like, oh well, I need to learn, I need lessons. So I guess I don't know what happened. They saw me panicking. I don't know. But I think this was on a Thursday or Friday, because they told us to come back the next Monday, and we have about a week. We take a little time out of the rest of the routine, and we have about a week to actually pass the swim qualification, or we get processed out. So apparently, because there's two Lucases in my division, me and this guy named Jesse, his kid. Apparently, they stamped mine, because he did the test and passed and everything, but they stamped my card, these cards, as passing, and his is not. I think my senior chief, he was an interesting fella. So I was like, I gotta go. I'll go do it on a Monday. Jesse's like, no, don't worry, I'll go do it again. Okay. When it came for battle stations, this was this overnight evolution where we had to go through and demonstrate stuff we'd learned. And one of the thing was abandoned ship. That was actually pretty fun. They made sure that I had what they call a K-POC, these big orange life vests on, because that's how they do it. They do when you go down, one person when you jump, you jump. This is Olympic size This is an Olympic-sized pool, right? Huge pool, deep, you know. This is fun. I had that K-pop on, right? And of course I was wearing glasses at the time, so I had to hold them. And you know, you do like this, you grab onto the thing and cross your right at the top of the platform, cross your feet and jump. Fun. So what you do, and after you get in, you get your bearings, you link arm in arm, you know, put the glass back on, link arm in arm with the two people on either side of you who don't have K-pops on. So it's life vest, not life vest, life vest, not life vest. And then you link the circles and you go into the the big lifeboat, and it's fun. It was fun. Thank goodness I never had to do anything like that, because you know, I worked on air defense radar for aircraft carriers on ships, you know. So, oh, here we're going to do one more of the Patriot thing. It's here, isn't it? No, not there. So I hope that story was coherent. And here's this one, Warren's Address, to continue the patriotic theme for the moment.
so well. Ask where heaven its dew shall shed on the martyred patriot's bed, and the rocks shall raise their head of his deeds to tell.
Alex in here? Yeah. Mhm. All right. Yeah. Apparently, the Holy Rogue here is going to be on with Laura FM later on today in a couple hours. So check her out. So I ain't got anything. Yeah, I'm not doing anything else today. So yes, it's a Monday. Let's see here. Let's play a couple more. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here. Let's do this one. The House by the Side of the Road.
There are hermit souls that live withdrawn in the place of their self-content. There are souls like stars that dwell apart in a fellow-less firmament. There are pioneer souls that blaze the paths where highways never ran. But let me live by the side of the road and be a friend to man. Let me live in a house by the side of the road where the race of men go by. The men who are good and the men who are bad, as good and as bad as I would not sit in the scorner's seat or hurl the cynic's ban. Let me live in a house by the side of the road and be a friend to man. I see from my house by the side of the road, by the side of the highway of life, the men who press with the ardor of hope, the men who are faint with the strife. But I turn not away from their smiles and tears, both parts of an infinite plan. Let me live by the side of the road and be a friend to man. I know there are brooks glad and meadows ahead, and mountains of wearisome height, that the road passes on through the long afternoon and stretches away to the night. And still I rejoice when the travelers rejoice and weep when the stranger that moan. Nor live in my house by the side of the road like a man who dwells alone. Let me live in my house by the side of the road where the race of men go by. They are good, they are bad, they are weak, they are strong, wise, foolish, so am I. Then why should I sit in the scorner's seat or hurl the cynic's ban? Let me live in my house by the side of the road and be a friend to man.
One thing I've noticed, a cool poem usually ends up making a cool tune. Sometimes, I have to go back and, like the last couple, I actually guided those. It's like you know, but that one, that's what Suno spit out on its own. So yeah, yes, I like that one, and the other version of it is just as good. Kind of nostalgic, skipping CDs. Oh, I remember when CDs first came out, and then I remember a buddy of mine had a CD player in his truck, and it was well, they were still perfecting the technology of it, like, you know, the bump, you know, compensating for bumps and stuff. It was interesting. It was interesting going down up the freeway and with all the bumps and listening to Skippy CDs. All right, I'm going to play a couple more here. So yeah, I do all kinds of stuff. Like this one is a remix from the Rime of the Ancient Mariner.
The western wave was all aflame. The day was well nigh done. Almost upon the western wave rested the broad bright sun. When that strange shape drove suddenly betwixt us and the sun, and straight the sun was flecked with bars, heaven's mother send us grace. As if through a dungeon grate he peered with broad and burning face. Alas, thought I, and my heart beat loud, how fast she nears and nears. Are those her sails that glance in the sun like restless gossameres? Are those her ribs through which the sun did peer as through a grate? And is that woman all her crew? Is that a death? And are there two? Is death that woman's mate? Her lips were red, her looks were free, her locks were yellow as gold. Her skin was as white as leprosy. The nightmare life in death was she, who thinks man's blood with cold. The naked Hulk alongside came, and the twain were casting dice. The game is done, I've won, I've won, quoth she and whistled thrice. Naked Hulk alongside came, and the twain were casting dice. The game is done, I've won, quoth she and whistles thrice. Quoth she and whistled thrice. Quoth she and whistled thrice.
Shit. I hit the wrong button. Oh, it's too early. All right. Sorry about that. Oh, where is it? All right. That was a brain fart from hell right there. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Play this one.
The trees are in their autumn beauty. The woodland paths are dry. Under the October twilight, the water mirrors a still sky.
on the brimming water among the stones are 59 swans.
The 19th autumn has come upon me since I first made my count. I saw before I had well finished, all suddenly mount and scatter, wheeling in great broken rings upon their clamorous wings. I have looked upon those brilliant creatures, and now my heart is sore. All's changed since I, hearing at twilight the first time on this shore, the bell beat of their wings above my head, trod with a lighter tread.
Unworried still, lover by lover, they paddle in the cold. Companionable streams or climb the air, their hearts have not grown old.
Passion or conquest, wonder where they will attend upon them still. But now they drift on the still water, mysterious, beautiful. Among what rushes will they build? By what lake's edge or pool? Delight men's eyes when I awake someday, to find they went away.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Cool. I'm glad. Hey, sleeping in's always good. Too bad I hardly ever do it. Old man bladder sucks. So, I'm going to plug this again here. Let's see. Got to go back up here. Our Holy Rogue here is going to be on with Laura FM later today. So, be sure to check that out. I'll probably be there. Let's play a few more. Well, where are we at? Oh, here's a little country one.
Watched the seasons passing slow, so slow, in the fields between Libusay and Bethune. Primroses and the first warm day of spring, red poppy floods of June, August and yellowing autumn sow. 2 winter nights knee deep in mud or snow, and you've been everything. Dear, you've been everything that I most lack in these soul deadening trenches. Pictures, books, music, the quiet of an English wood.
that's good. Dear, you've been everything that I most lack in these soul deadening trenches. Pictures, books, music, the quiet of an English wood, beautiful comrade looks, the narrow bouldered mountain track, the broad full bosomed ocean, green and black, and peace and all that's good. Dear, you've been everything that I most lack in these soul deadening trenches. Pictures, books, music, the quiet of an English wood, beautiful comrade looks, a narrow bouldered mountain track, the broad full bosomed ocean, green and black, and peace and all that's good, and all that's good.
Oh. Well, you tell my bladder that. Yeah, I'd rather not be any other age than the age I am now, considering. Oh, us Gen Xers, man, we need our day. I used to like cold pizza. Out of the refrigerator cold. Ugh. No. I always hate it when you get the fresh slice of pizza and it burns, the cheese is still hot. It burns the top of your mouth. Oh my Lord. That makes it really, really hard sometimes to enjoy it. Because, it's pizza. Oh. Here. No, not that one. Make up my mind, Brian. Make up my mind. Oh. Now, let's play this one. Right. Well, how about this one? Her Kind, Anne Sexton.
I have gone out a possessed witch, haunting the black air braver at night, dreaming evil. I have done my hitch over the plain houses, light by light. Lonely thing wandered out of mind. A woman like that is not a woman quite. I have been her kind. I have found the warm caves in the woods, filled them with skillets, carving shelves, closet silks, innumerable goods, fixed the suppers for the worms and the elves, whining, rearranging the disalive. A woman like that is misunderstood. I have been her kind. I have ridden in your car, driver. Wave my nude arms at villages going by, learning the last bright root survivor. Where your flames still bite my thigh, and my ribs crack where your wheels whine. A woman like that is not ashamed to die. I have been her kind. I have been her kind.
Our Napmaster here poses a very important question. What would you say the important to note while making pizza? Don't burn the crust? Hey, it's always nice to have a chef in the family. Too bad I don't. Now, one of the things I miss about my, I should have got these things, but I didn't. It's pizza stones. My ex-wife had these pizza stones. We used them all the time, especially this one. You could tell this one was well loved and well used. It was well seasoned. It made pizza great. But yes, brick oven pizza is the that. It is that. My thing is extra cheese, because next to bacon, cheese is life. I don't know. Sometimes I like, how certain pizza chains will have a certain flavor, like Papa John's tastes like Papa John's. Pizza Inn tastes like Pizza Inn. This doesn't taste like. Yeah, sometimes it's best. It's nice to go around and, especially if you hadn't had them in a while, to experience the different styles. Me, I just have a lot of frozen thin crust pizzas that can get for like $2.80 at the tin box in Conway. Just throw some cheese on extra cheese on top of it. Stick it in a brick oven in my oven for like a toaster oven for 12 minutes, and it's good. I just gotta let it set for a little bit. All right, we are going to play. I know I found this one, and then one more, and then we'll be on our day. So here is one more. Let's go.
If he could know my songs are all for him at silver dawn or in the evening glow, would he not smile and think it but a whim? If he could know, or would his heart rejoice and overflow as happy brooks that break their icy rim when April's horns along the hillsides blow? I may not speak till Eros' torch is dim. The god is bitter and will have it so. And yet tonight our fate would seem less grim if he could know. Or would his heart rejoice and overflow as happy brooks that break their icy rim when April's horns along the hillsides blow? I may not speak till Eros' torch is dim. The god is bitter and will have it so. And yet tonight our fate would seem less grim if he could know.
Very important question here. What 3 toppings? Mushroom, black olive, and spinach. Well, I do have a spinach and mushroom thin crust pizza in my freezer that I've been saving for a special occasion. Pepperoni, pineapple, jalapeno. Nice. White pizza with salmon and asparagus. Well, salmon and asparagus, white pizza. You being from Denmark, that actually sounds like if the asparagus is grilled first. Although, yes, that is very creative. One of my favorite pizzas ever. There was this place in Norfolk, Virginia on Chesapeake Boulevard. I forgot the name of it, but they have this pizza called EBA. Everything but anchovies. That's me in a nutshell. Just the more stuff on the pizza, the better. Although I have wanted to try, because you say they like olives here and pineapple, the Deadpool, the black olive, it's green olive and pineapple. I just wanted to maybe try it to actually see if it actually is pretty good. Because it did look good in the movie, but of course that's a prop. Pepperoni is must. I'm fine with other 2 toppings except onions. Some people don't like the onions, but yeah, everything but anchovies. All right, my friends. I guess I'll do this one here this time. Hopefully you liked everything. You know what we do here? We take old poetry, good poetry, plug it into Suno, the nasty AI music generator, and we see what happens. And most of the time the results are cool. More importantly, my friends, let's see what we got here. Yes, green olive and pineapple. watch Deadpool at the beginning of it before he becomes Deadpool. It's this little thing. Pizza is different in every country. Oh, yeah. I actually, when I was in the Navy, we stopped off in Naples, and I actually had some really good pizza at this hole in the wall that we found. Of course, by the end of that day, by that time of the day, we were really hungry and tired of walking around piles of garbage. Oh, but that's another story. Well, I'm glad you thought so. I'm going to leave y'all on something, especially if you're driving. Especially if you're driving. Oh, no, it's here. Right here. This one here. And Holy Rogue, if you think that one sounded like Sammy Hagar, listen to this one.
He sleeps on the top of a mast with his eyes fast closed. The sails fall away below him like the sheets of his bed, leaving out in the air of the night the sleeper's head. Asleep he was transported there, asleep he curled in a gilded ball on the mast top, or climbed inside a gilded bird, or blindly seated himself astride. I am founded on marble pillars, said a cloud I never moved. See the pillars there in the sea, secure in introspection. He peers at the watery pillars of his reflection. A gull had wings under his and remarked that the air was like marble. He said, up here I tower through the sky, for the marble wings on my tower top fly. But he sleeps on the top of his mast with his eyes closed tight. The gull inquired into his dream, which was, I must not fall. The spangled sea below wants me to fall. It is hard as diamonds, it wants to destroy us
Oh boy. All right, my friends. Like the ticker says, have an awesome day. Hit the like and subscribe. Tell your friends if you like what I do here. Tell your friends, because me asking people to like and subscribe is not getting me more subscribers. Usually I lose a couple. I don't know. Who knows? The last I checked, I was at 444. So, but I'll definitely see you tomorrow morning for another show. And later on today here, we can be sure to check out Holy Rogue's interview with Laura FM. I'm really jealous. Lobster pizza is best on thick crust. I could see that. Yes, be safe, everybody. Don't worry, George, you're here in a minute. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye.